right, for Friday's writing, get out your memory book, and we're going to write about shining moments. So for these, it might be hard to just think of them. When I helped someone, a time I was a hard worker, a time I was honest, and when I was generous, which means giving, you're sharing with someone. Now, these might be hard for you to remember. Maybe you do remember, but if you don't remember, I would recommend look through your pictures and see if you can find some that show helping someone. Let's see, maybe you're helping someone. Oh, here's a picture of Sebastian and Danny. Maybe Sebastian's helping Danny play cards, or Danny's being a hard worker doing a math game with Sebastian. So they could cut that picture out and glue it on there. And it's okay if it doesn't fit exactly. You can cut it out and put it in there. A time you were honest, which means you tell the truth. A time when you were generous, which means sharing. So let's see, a time I was a hard worker. I'm using Sebastian's for example. He did a word ladder, and I took a picture of it. So he could cut that out and put that on there of a time he worked hard, okay? Or a time when I helped someone. There's a picture of Sebastian's group, again, when they built that gumdrop tower. And again, if the pictures don't fit exactly, just kind of cut them and glue them on, and it's okay. It's your book, so you can make it like you want it. But that could be when he helped his group build a tower, and he was excited about that. Okay, so if you don't have pictures to help you remember, I mean, you should have quite a few classroom pictures, but you could just brainstorm and think. We did a lot of group projects. We did monster traps, gumdrop towers. You could talk about how you helped someone tie their shoe. Maybe you helped someone clean their desk. Ooh, I know a lot of you helped each other clean desks because we had some pretty messy desks. So I could draw a picture of a messy desk, and then I have somebody helping. And say, I'll help. So if you don't have pictures, you can just remember. I don't have a kid down here sad because their desk is so messy. There. So I'm going to say, I helped someone clean their desk. I helped clean a friend's desk. Let's see, a time I was a hard worker. Think about maybe some times during reading centers or math. During writing when you worked really hard, maybe at PE or science you worked really hard. So think about something that was hard, but you also were a hard worker and you persevered. So I'm going to say I worked hard during math because you guys would do an awesome job during math. So you can think of when was a time you worked hard. I'm going to have a picture of me holding up my board because you guys would always show your awesome thinking for our number talks. So all the things you would show about the number, like 47. A time I was honest. So that means you tell the truth. So you could be truthful about, maybe you could say, I lost my book to Mrs. Brandt. You could be honest about that. You could be honest if you lost something else or if you didn't do what you're supposed to be doing. You could be honest about, let me see, just when I ask questions. So maybe you could say, I told Miss Brandt I forgot my book. That's a good example. Told Mrs. Brandt I forgot my library book. And I have a picture of her. But you're being honest, so that's a good thing. I forgot my library book. And it's always better to tell the truth than lie. And then a time when you were generous. You guys were so generous. I saw a lot of friends who would share markers, share pencils. If somebody didn't have like a yellow crayon, you'd share with them or share your scissors. I think scissors, we got shared scissors a lot. Someone tried to draw a picture of scissors. They look, no, that does not look like what scissors look like. There we go, that's better, kind of. I don't know. All right. I'm just gonna say I shared my scissors. So think of what you shared in class. I shared my scissors. Okay, so if you have pictures, you can glue them onto these places. If you don't have pictures, just think about when was the time you helped someone. Either help them tie their shoe, help them pick up their books, maybe they dropped something and you helped them. Maybe you helped them clean their desk, maybe you helped them read or helped them with math. You guys were great helpers, so I bet you can all think of some time you helped someone. A time you were a hard worker, so that could be like reading or during our number talks in math. Maybe during writing you would work hard and get it all done. Maybe during reading centers. If you got on the WOW board, remember that? If you got on that, that means you did an awesome job in reading centers and you did WOW work. A time you were honest. Oh, I forgot to draw Mrs. Brandt's body. That might be a little hard to think about, but just think really hard about when was the time that you told the truth. And then a time you were generous, which means you shared something. So look through your pictures to help you get ideas and then write about those shining moments in first grade.